Hello everyone, and welcome to Reddit Hub, where today we explore r/AmITheA hole. Our first post is from a throwaway account user, where they question if they are the a-hole if a kid goes homeless. Okay, so I'm in a bit of a trash show, and I'm wondering if I'm missing something here. So I'm in a fairly expensive city and almost finished with grad school. Me and my wife are going to start trying to have a kid next year after I get started in my field fully. But things just got really weird. My wife's sister has a friend who just went to jail. She has a 2-year-old daughter who I guess is a sweet kid, but I've met her once, so I am not sure. My wife's sister is taking care of her for now, but she is not to do so for an extended period because of her own housing situation, so she is looking for someone to take care of the kid for the next 5 years, while her mom is in jail. I'm sure you can tell where this is going. She was talking to my wife and they came to the discussion of who she can get to take the kid. Sister decides to ask my wife if we could take her. When I heard this, I immediately said, and I quote, "Oh no." Well, she didn't like that and told us that we have room in our apartment and we have enough money and can take care of the kid, and she says that it will be good practice for our kid. I said I don't want a kid now, that's the whole point in waiting a year to even start trying. She's been kind of rude to my wife, and my wife has been asking me to reconsider because she is scared of her sister and doesn't like being yelled at. I told my wife that she can always block her sister if she refuses to be civil, but she said that she can't just block her sister because family. She asked me if I care what happens to the kid. I told her honestly that I don't know this kid, so once this is over, I won't think about this kid, so no. She thinks it's a bit heartless to not care that this kid will be homeless without us, but I honestly don't see why we have to upend our lives, because someone else can't take care of their own kids. So Reddit, am I the a-hole for not taking in a random kid to keep them out of the system or being homeless because I know she won't be homeless? That's just what my wife used as an argument to make me feel bad. It didn't work, but she tried. AmITheA. I feel like I may have painted my sister-in-law and my wife in a pretty bad light based on the comments, so let me straighten out a few miscommunication I may have caused. My wife is not a pushover to her sister anymore than my sister-in-law is to her. Their whole family bends over backwards to do whatever they can for each other. They love to do things for each other, no matter how nonsensical it may look to me, coming from a super jaded household, where I don't really get along with my brother for very long at all. My sister-in-law didn't willingly take on the 5-year commitment. She thought she would be taking the kid for a year max. But then the US court system decided that shoplifting and an ounce of weed in your car merited a 5-year prison sentence. So now she's stuck with this kid and is being pressured by her friend/roommate to take care of the kid because the friend grew up in the system and doesn't want her kid there. I feel bad for everyone involved in this situation, but I won't let feeling bad be the reason that I make a really problematic decision with lifelong consequences. Our next post is by user Andrew on Neptune, where they question if they're the a-hole because their mother wants to move into their single-bedroom apartment. Since the age of 16, I've been bouncing around, living with strange roommates due to my mom's inability to care for me. About 3 months ago, I've gotten an apartment 100% by myself, and I've been enjoying it. Today, my mother, who's been having issues where she lives due to her landlord not making necessary repairs, asks to move in indefinitely. I know this would make me absolutely miserable, but she currently does not make enough money to get her own apartment. Would you say I'm an a-hole if I say no? Added. I told her I don't think it's a good idea and offered some alternatives. She is now ignoring me. Thank you all for your responses. Our next post is by user Mr. Bobula, where they ask if they are the a-hole for petting their new cat. Okay, so here is the deal. I moved in with my girlfriend and her kid. I have 2 cats of my own. I have had them for 5 and 6 years. One cat, Samus, a total jerk and snuggles no one, but sometimes rarely is nice to me. She was a rescue. My other cat, Link, is super sweet. It's been my cat for 5 years, but it snuggles anyone who has a comfy blanket and is genuinely nice to all, smashing his head into everybody for pats. The girlfriend wanted a new cat, a baby kitten for her kid to have during the lockdowns. We get the kitten, super cute little gal. She wants to play with everyone. But if I pet the cat or hold it or sit on the couch with this new member of the house, the girlfriend gets mad and says I can't pet it because it's her and her kid's cat. I already have 2 cats of my own. I lost my mind and said you are insane if you think I can't pet this cat. It's obviously bonded with the kid, it sleeps in his room, and I have not really interacted with this kitten much, but if so much as pet it or sit near it, I'm getting yelled at. She thinks I'm insane for being mad. Reddit, am I the a-hole here? I honestly don't think I am. Our final post is by user DependentList3175, where they ask if they're the a-hole for telling their sister she is more spoiled than them. A bit of background. My family is what is considered as rich. However, we haven't always been like this. I'm a son to 2 immigrants. It just goes to show that even if you are coming from an area of poverty, you can become something in life with hard work. Now, I understand I've had it easy. I was born when my family was doing good. My other siblings weren't. I'm 14 and my older siblings are 25, 27, 29 and 31. I always hear about how I got it easy. And I understand that, but I hate it when they use it as an insult. Now my sister, who is 29, bought me an iPhone 11 for my birthday. For 2 years I had been using a 5-year-old Samsung J5. It was given to me with a cracked screen, and my sister was gifting me with a new phone because she is very kind. Recently, my sister, who is 25, called me spoiled, and I was annoyed. Because I try my hardest to be the best I can. I like to help others. I like to work hard. I don't even ask for half the things I'm given, but I appreciate them. Then I remembered how my other sisters talked to me about how this sister had done so many exploits in her life, and my parents let her off because she was the favorite. She ended up getting mad because she never expected me to know all these things. One was stealing from my mom's purse, and my parents let her off once they found out. It was £40. If I stole 10p, let's just say, I wouldn't be able to type. And there is so much more. Then she started screaming to my parents about how I have an attitude. My parents took her side, and now I am basically banned from everything. Except my phone and my laptop for schoolwork. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments.